All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, HaMashiach, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of YAHWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. This is abcnews.go.com. Okay, and it's a picture I took, all right, on this phone, all right, from my other phone. Okay, and all right, because I don't got no internet out here on this phone, so I had to take a picture from my other phone. But the point is, this is the article. It says Los Angeles Unified School District. I'm gonna let these people get by. It says Los Angeles Unified School District, second largest in the nation to vote on Vanessa. You know what? Okay, y'all all see the word Vanessa for students. Okay, all right, and we already know what this is going to. Says if passed, student 12 and up must receive their first Vanessa dose by November the 21st, man. Okay. All right, and I should have took more pictures of the article, man, because it went in. Okay, but hey, it's good, because if I probably did go more into the article, the video would be possibly, all right, more likely taken down. Okay, so all right, let's get into the precepts that I have. Okay. Well, that I came up with. Let's go to the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 33. It says, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Right, man? Okay, and I bring this out a lot. Basically, our brother had a dream, okay, of him, and if I'm not mistaken, he says ex-wife, all right, and basically the MOTB was implemented, all right, which this Vanessa, all right, that they're trying to make everybody get is a prelude to the MOTB, which is the CHIP, all right, because Esau deals with gradualism and conditioning, okay, so basically the dream was going into how the MOTB was implemented, and he was telling her like, we can't take this thing. Come on, let's go. We're not taking it. All right. But she was like, what about my life? What about my career? And that's the thing, man. Okay, because you people that don't want to receive the Vanessa and eventually the MOTB, Esau's finna basically exclude you from his society. Okay. That's why you see people taking the Vanessa so they could go back to what? So-called normal life. All right, so they could keep their careers, keep their lives, keep their status in this world, keep the benefits, the delicacies, the pleasures, the dainties of Esau's society. Okay, but the scriptures say, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And people are seeking to save their life by what? Taking the Vanessa, man. All right, that's why Esau pushing that. It's because the un-Vanessa, that life can go back to normal or this and that. Okay, all right, so yeah, people are taking the Vanessa and eventually are going to take the MOTB, which is the CHIP. And we know, according to the scriptures, those that take the CHIP are basically going to be destroyed when you read Revelation, the 14th chapter. All right, and Lord we'll go into that. It says, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Right, man? Okay, because you're going to have, all right, the elect of the nation of Israel that's going to forsake jobs, forsake careers, houses, family members, fathers, mothers, sisters, wives, children, lands. Okay, for YAHWAH, bahasham, YAHWASHI. All right, and then you're gonna have some of the elect that's gonna actually be put to death. All right, they're gonna actually lose their life. The scripture speak about that in Revelation, the 20th chapter. How? Let me go get it real quick. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of YAHWASHI and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years, man. All right. And like I said, the Vanessa that Esau's pushing on everybody to take, that's a prelude. This is a prelude to the MOTB, to the microchip. All right. So let's head back. Okay. Head back to it again. It says LA Unified School District, second largest in the nation to vote on Vanessa, you know what, for students, man. All right, for students. Okay, basically it could possibly happen that and I believe it will, all right, where you won't be able to go to school. All right, you will not be able to go to school or send your kids to school unless they have the Vanessa, man. All right, and they're already doing that. Okay, they're already doing that, man. All right, certain type of Vanessas. Okay, but now they're trying to do it for the C. Vicky Vanessa. Okay, so the next precept I have is Isaiah chapter 10. All right, Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." Okay, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And right, Esau, he's decreeing these unrighteous decrees, these unrighteous laws, these unjust laws, man. Okay, damn. All right, let me read it again. It says, "Woe," which means destruction, "unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed." And this shows you, all right, that Esau, all right, those Greeks and those Romans were the same people that are ruling today. All right, because when you go back to the Greeks, all right, when Alexander, all right, the third of Macedon, when he died and his kingdom was split between those generals, Ptolemy, Seleucus, Cassander, and Lysimachus, you had, out of the Seleucus Empire, you had Antiochus the Fourth Epiphanes, which is where you get that heavy time of Hellenization on our people. Okay, and what happened was, the scriptures say how he wrote to his whole kingdom that all people should be one people and that they should leave their laws, roughly paraphrasing. All right, and then the scriptures say all those that basically wouldn't hearken unto the word of the king, he said that they should die, man, which is what? An unrighteous decree. Okay, and the time is coming to where if you don't want to take the Vanessa, you're gonna lose your job. You won't be able to come into this grocery store. You can't come into these restaurants. You can't go to these venues. All right, you can't come to this bar, this gathering, this NBA game, this basketball game, this NFL game, this baseball game. You see, Esau's going to take the benefits and the delicacies, the pleasures of his society away from you if you don't bow. Okay, so come, man. All right, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and eventually the people that don't want to take, all right, the MOTB, which is where all this is leading to, they could possibly be put to death, which we just read about in what? Revelation 20th chapter. And you could also get it in where? Revelation, the 2nd chapter. Okay, which is a precept to 2nd Esdras. Okay, Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer," right? Because suffering is coming, tribulation, adversity, affliction. But the scriptures say what? "Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High," the kingdom of heaven. It said, "Behold, the devil." Who's the devil? The devil, all right, is the so-called white man, the children of Edom, the children of Esau. All right, the people that rule this world, the people that rule this revived Roman Empire, America, NATO, and the EU. Okay, it says, "Shall cast some of you into prison," right? These FEMA camps, these detention centers, all right, these concentration camps. Okay, it says that ye may be tried. That's the time that's coming upon us. The time that everybody on the earth is going to be tried, meaning what? Tested. Okay, let's go get that before we come back. All right, well, let's go get that and then come back to this verse. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation," which is what? When that MOTB is implemented. And we seeing it basically gradually get to that through what? This Vanessa. Okay, where if you don't take the Vanessa, you can lose your job, you can lose your career. All right, you won't be able to come into this restaurant, you won't be able to go to these bars, these gatherings, you won't be able to go on this cruise. Okay, that's why people are basically tempted to take the Vanessa so they can get back to what? So-called normal. But life is not going back to so-called normal. All right, because it's really all like bait. All right, it's really bait. Like I used this before, and I heard a brother use it before too. Basically, like say like I don't know, like a horse, and you're riding on the horse back, okay? And you have like a type of food, all right, in front of it so it can move like it's chasing the food, but it's on the string. So it keep chasing the food, but it never could basically get the food, man. That's what Esau is doing with this Vanessa. All right, he's telling you to take the Vanessa, everything could go the so-called normal, man. All right, but you got all these jakes that's taking the Vanessa, but they don't know that this place is not going back to normal, man. This devil's finna usher in the NWO, all right, the Great Reset, the ushering in of a digital currency, a cashless society, where all payments, buying and selling will be done digitally through the CHIP that they're gonna want inside you, and that is the MOTB. And that's where the true hour of temptation is finna come, man. All right, where you're gonna be completely excluded from this man's society unless you take the chip. Okay, so it says, which shall come upon all the world. And that's another thing, because what Esau called, he called it a pandemic. When you go into the prefix pan means all. Okay, it says upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So what? To try them. You see, the time is coming where everybody's going to be tried. But who's going to come through that trying time? Who's going to pass that? The elect of the nation of Israel. All right, the Lord's elect. Okay, so let's go back to Revelation 2:10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. If I'm not mistaken, 10 goes into completion or perfection. Basically a number of days. Okay? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right, and that's the point. The scripture say be faithful even unto death, man. All right, so Khan, I want to get one more verse, but people about to come to the basketball court. All right, so all right, hold up.